Hello RC fans and welcome back to the channel, and today this is a bit different than an usual video because today we are going to speak about what RC car is for you. So yeah, first things first, I'm going to show you my RC cars and why I like those specific ones and not the other specific ones. So we'll go to my newest one, and that is the WL Toys 12423. So it's meant to be a rock racer. It's not too bad. We gave it a lot of bash, and some are actually off video. But yeah, that's a very good truck to mess around. But yeah, no diffs are locked on this. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's just all in all, it's just a really fast bash around car. So good for bash, and I haven't broke anything on it except drowning it in the water. But yeah, and I also broke the light system, so I may replace it. I don't know yet. It just looked cool without the lights. But yes, so that's my first one, and obviously it comes with this radio, which I'll shoot. It broke right here. I put a screw in it. I was just driving around, and then yeah, it just snapped. But it's also set up nicely for obviously when I'm holding the camera with this hand, I can use one hander here. So that also helps out with controlling the RC. Also, if I come here, you got this one here that controls the speed, and yeah, that one controls the speed. And that one controls the steering trim. But yeah, and that's all the controller does, and obviously you have the on and off switch right there. And I do not know what the modes do. If any of you out there know what the modes do, please tell me, because I don't have a clue. But yeah, that's this one. Moving on to my first one, the first truck you saw in here, and that is the MN99S. So this was meant to be based off Defender 90, a Land Rover Defender 90, but I really changed it. I actually cut the cab straight in half and took this part off and made myself a buck version of it. And I've also done a recent upgrade, which you should know of the last video, and I've made some, don't know what you call them, I just call them tree slicers or whatever, yeah, but made them to protect the bodywork a little bit more and stop it knocking off the wing mirrors. So we have had that problem. That's why they are also bent in a little bit, because I'm going to be sitting there. But yeah, we bend them in just to stop. But yeah, that's also why that. But that's my favourite truck at the moment. We are missing a door handle. If you guys haven't noticed yet, we have got one this side. Don't know if I'm going to replace it or just leave it and take the other side off. But yeah, that's this truck. And this is the radio. It's a pretty simple radio, pretty light, yeah. But I also made my own edit and put a hole here, so obviously when I'm videoing, it's a one-hand use as well. Not the comfiest, not like the other one, but it does work. And this one also has a steering trim as well on the controller, which is nice, which means it's kind of a hobby grade but a low end. Right, let's talk about it. Right, so both of these trucks what I have, which I'm planning hopefully get more maybe to review and others like that, those ones are a low hobby grade. So if you got a toy grade, you wouldn't have no proportional like speed control or no proportional steering. So that's what gives these ones the advantage. And just to show you, I will get my Land Rover, switch it on, get the remote or the radio, whatever you guys call it, and which I mean with this, you have, if I can show you, it's probably easier with this wheel because I'm off the floor, you have the proportional steering. So it's not like this, it's not full lock one way and full lock the other way. Obviously it doesn't show as easily because they sit level when they're touching a flat surface. But yeah, they do have proportional, and also it does have speed control. If we can show you, Yes, it also has proportional speed control, and then so does the bigger one. Is just a bit more, yeah. The bigger one is just a bit more overpowered than what the Land Rover is. To be more specific with overpowered, the big one down here has, I think, a 540 motor. I don't know how many teeth the cog have because I haven't counted. And the MN99S has a 260 motor. So there's a bit of a difference there. Right, so now we've got through that part of my hobby. Let's just explain. I'm a crawler fan. I prefer the crawling side of it. So nice and slow and watching all the tyres and suspension and the articulation around. The Rock Racer is really for you guys, maybe just to bash around and have a bit of fun around when we haven't got any more time to do a video or a slow video, or the battery is flat in my truck, my crawler truck. I'm hopefully saving up to get a bigger truck, maybe the TRX4, I don't know yet, no blabs out there. Hopefully we're going to get one of them soon, maybe, you never know. So it's up to you guys. Let's speak about this part. It's up to you. Maybe you like a fast one and bash, and that would be, yeah, a higher up car. But if you're crawling, you can have a higher up or a lower up. It depends what you like. If you're just getting into a hobby, maybe a low hobby grade RC would be where to go. Like the MN99S, that's around 50 to 60 pounds, which is pretty cheap for a hobby grade car. A toy grade would never be able to keep up with the many capabilities you have with these trucks here. And that is one other good thing with the proportional steering. You do not have to steer full lock one way and full lock the other way, and you have the option to go ultra fast or nice and slow. Which on a toy grade, which if you haven't checked the last video out, we compared the Bugatti toy grade car versus the Land Rover down here. And out of all, the Land Rover I think won 4 or 5 points, and Bugatti only got 2. Or, yeah, 2, not 3. 2. But yeah, then, yeah, so it's up to you guys what side of the hobby you're going. Maybe you're going fast. Maybe you just want to go fast. Maybe you just want to bash it a lot and take a lot of impact. And then maybe you just want to crawl slow and see the articulation like I do. Don't know. But yeah, that's mainly what I was trying to do in this video. But out of them all, this is my favourite truck at the moment. I do like the Defender look. And yeah, and the upgrades, my own upgrades I did it myself, they have cost me absolutely nothing. The only thing that cost me on this truck was buying it itself. This is all made, handmade. You can see with the screws back here. And also these are handmade. If you want to know how to make these, I actually got some bike, brake or gear cables and just cut them up, and then got little pot rivets. Don't know if you can see. You might see this one there. Yeah, it's right down there though. Yeah, right down there, and then yeah. So yeah, they're pretty easy to make. A bit of hot glue up there, just to hold it in place. Really tried to bed it in. I might get some glue and just glue it a bit. Just not glue, paint, just to paint it a bit. I'm going off my words there. Also, my cousin, he's cleaned up the sticky part where I used to have the camera on top. I used to have it on because it used to be good for a first person view, but while I've been messing around and everything, it's just too top heavy, it just tips too much. I'm hoping to sort suspension out. I have seen a trick, and I will explain that in another video if I do it. But I do like the articulation this truck does give. It gives quite a bit for a cheap hobby grade. And this truck, if you go back through the channel, it has been through a lot of abuse, as you can see if I bring up here. This bonnet has a lot of scratches. But yeah, this thing is definitely my favourite RC that I have at the moment. This one over here, we really just bash with this. Like on one of the videos, we sent this thing to the sky. It didn't look very high on camera, possibly, I don't know. I did watch that video fully through, even when I posted it, just to check out that I didn't miss any minor parts out, but it does well. It's just a little bit overpowered with the steering. When you drive, the steering, when you steer, it just drifts around, which makes it a little bit harder, but and it's also just a low hobby grade, so it's got the expectations of it. And it also says waterproof on the box, and do not believe that. That must mean like rainproof possibly. But I took it through a huge puddle and it just fully died, and it didn't work at all. I actually had to turn it upside down and let it dry out, and finally it's back working again. So next video, which is tomorrow, obviously every single day I post for you guys, even though I have college the week. Wednesdays I have days off, so that's where we'll be taking this, hopefully to the forest and giving this a bash tomorrow. Hopefully we can get some good footage for that. The Landy, we might not take the Landy tomorrow, we may take that in another video. I have a half day after tomorrow, Thursday, so we may take that down to the woods as well and just do a little crawling session. I may do a non-speaking video where I don't speak in it, like our first ones, and just let the Landy take the video for you guys. But yeah, this is my kind of style, and yeah. But yeah, definitely the Land Rover is my favourite truck of them all. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, I'll transport you over here. I haven't got a gimbal on, so yeah, is you guys have been supported my channel so much. We've already hit 8 subs. I don't know if you caught that, guys, but hopefully you did. 8 subs there. We're getting a lot of views over here for your focus. But yeah, you guys have been supporting this channel so much and it's helping. We have been out for a month now. Let's set you guys back up. The channel has officially been out for a month because our first video has been posted out for a month ago. So we have had a couple of comments. I would love if you guys subscribe and do a lot more comments to see what other things we could do in this video and how we could test these trucks down here. We have them here. I just need the comments to see what more content I can make for you guys and see what content you like. But yeah, last video it was the toy grade, hobby grade versus the toy grade, and yeah, I can't believe that the toy grade actually got a couple of points. But then with the bash inside, I was not surprised with the toy grade to take it because the toy grades are really built compact and simple. When these newer models these days are more complicated, or let's just say complex, but they are strong in their own way. So on the Landy, for just an example, I drove it down the stairs the first day and only broke a bumper. So yeah, it does have some toughness in it. It isn't designed to go down a set of stairs like that, because there's about 20 steps. I don't really count, but yeah, probably 11 or 20, I can't remember. It's not designed for that, but it still only just broke a bumper, and we also found that. My cousin found it, which I explained in another video, and we glued it back on. That's roughly all what broke, and we blew the motor in it. But then going up a hill, which some of you guys see, is probably about that. It's probably the maximum for it, and then yeah, that's understandable. But also, if you haven't seen the video, we have done a motor change and how to change a motor in the MN99S. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. But yeah, we're doing all kinds of videos back on this channel. Hopefully you guys love this one. I hope it's helped you guys out in the hobby. Because yeah, it's up to you guys. If you just want something to mess around in the house, maybe a toy grade would be where to start for you. But if you want to mess around maybe outside, a hobby grade is probably the way to go. Because toy grades are not always the best outside. Some RC cars out there which are toy grade do the job. But if you want more experience and a bit more fun in the hobby here, then a hobby grade would be straight where to start. That's why it has the name hobby, clearly. But yeah, that is probably the best way to start. Is just save up, get yourself hobby grade, the one you like. My one was obviously the Defender look, the Land Rover look. But obviously there's loads of other looks. You got the pickup looks. Maybe you got some which are a bit lighter, not as top heavy. You got the old classic looks. You got like Chevy bodies, stuff like that. It's whatever suits your guys, or whatever you guys prefer as a truck would be. But yeah, and then obviously you guys may have to invest in batteries depending on how high you get. I ain't sponsored by Traxxas or anything, but most of their trucks, what they sell, you have to get the batteries and chargers separately, which is partly annoying, but then they are expensive, some of the batteries, but you can run them differently. But yeah, that's just how they are. But that's how they probably make their money, by selling them separately, but then their products are very good. I've seen a lot of videos on most of the Traxxas, mainly the crawlers, so the TRX4 and then, yeah, stuff like that. So they're very good. Let me just go over here. Most of the batteries you get with a hobby grade would be equipped with probably one of these right here. That's the charging port normally, and then obviously this part is, I'll show that to you. Yeah, that's the part what plugs into the truck. Obviously, if I go down really quickly, open up the bonnet of the truck. This is obviously the lower end of the hobby grade, my Land Rover. And they have these, I don't know what you call them, I call them a T connector by the looks of it, but I don't know. But yeah, and that's the Land Rover one. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video and it actually gave you a kind of an idea where you would go, and depend what section of the hobby you would go, because there's lots of sections. You have like the bash one, you have the fast one, and then you have the crawler ones. That's just like crawling. You have a trail one, then you have a rock crawling one, then you just have crawling all together. There's a lot of different sections in the hobby, but then as soon as you find the one that you like, and then you're all away and you just, yeah, maybe group up with a load of friends and just have a spread out with RCs and just have fun all together. Maybe you'll be like me and just make some content like this, just put it up on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything, probably costs you like a couple pounds. I use my phone here. I have the Huawei P30 Lite, just a phone, and I paid £20 for this gimbal. Not much, but yeah, and it didn't cost me much. It's probably not the best quality. I do have a camera. I can grab that quickly for you guys. I have this camera here. This is the Vantop Moment 4. It was like £70. It was not really much, but sometimes, like with the footage with the dates on the thing, where the dates kept on going wrong, this was the thing I used because it has 4K on it, which was nice. And yeah, if you guys want me to use this for maybe a couple more videos, I have sorted out a handle for myself, so it's a little bit easier, you know, like to video myself. I may do that in the next video, you know, the one where we take out this Mega Beast out here, down here. That's the name of this one. We're going to call the Defender, we're just going to call the Defender the Landy, and we're going to call the red one the Mega Beast, because yeah, it's just a beast sometimes out climbing over things. But yeah, I'll use this next video for you guys. It's pretty simple to use. I'll charge it up, we'll use this next, and yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So yeah, like and subscribe, please. I want us to get to 10 subscribers, hopefully by tomorrow's video. That would be very nice if you could for me, guys. And yeah, leave a like and click the notification bell, and see you next time, guys. Bye.